Hey guys, good morning, good Tuesday morning to everybody. As most of you probably noticed, the Biden administration has announced that he is going to be their presidential run for re-election, for president. I know a lot of you have complained in the past about me posting non-Second Amendment related stuff on here. So what I've done is I have uploaded a video for members only on that topic. I have a totally different set of rules that I apply over there where I will talk pretty much about anything, whether it's something personal or strictly political and not just Second Amendment related. So I wanted you guys to know that I do have that video over there. I will be posting more videos in the members only site or segment of YouTube, just because, again, it's funny not funny, but a lot of my followers here on YouTube get butthurt whenever I put a video out that's not gun related. Oh, it's not gun related. Why are you putting that out there? I'll follow you just for the gun stuff. I don't want to hear your politics. Well, you're going to get a little bit of my politics creeping into my videos anyway, but what I've decided to do to try to pacify everybody is to put those in the members only section. I apologize that it has to be over there, but we've got a lot of members, and a lot of those members do want to hear that. They do want to know my thoughts on that. They do want to interact in those instances, so I'm putting that content over in the members only section. I do, however, still would like to hear your thoughts on why Biden's doing this. And if you want to hear a little bit more in depth about what I think about it, again, it's in the members only section. What I do intend to do is try to bring as much attention to this as I can. We know the elections are questionable at this point. I'm not speculating one way or the other. I just know what I know, and I know what I saw in the last election. I think this election is going to be super popular in many ways and for many reasons. And I think the Second Amendment is going to be a very, here we go, I'm making this Second Amendment related, guys. I think the Second Amendment is going to be at the forefront of this. I think that we're going to continue to see a lot of these government-sanctioned mass shootings, if you will. Mass shootings, I'll use their term, not mine. I call them rampage killings. But I think the government will continue to approve of these murders, because it allows them to turn the weak-minded people against the Constitution and the Second Amendment. It's sad that our government has figured out that it can manipulate the idiots in this country. It's sad that our government sees this as an opportunity to be able to take advantage of the stupid, smooth-brained idiots that we have in this country who still vote. Unfortunately, a lot of weak-minded group thinkers vote, and the government themselves realize that, and certainly the Democrat Party realizes that. Both parties are garbage, but the Democrats are smarter than Republicans when it comes to efforts to, quote, get out the vote. It always has been. And when it comes to the Second Amendment topics, those people on the far left are ahead of us, because, see, we don't sling tons of mud whenever we're trying to support something. If you're trying to support something that's good, there's not a whole lot of negative that you need to do. They, however, like to sling a lot of mud, and they have to lie, because what we believe in is based on truth. Understand the differences here. We believe in constitutional rights, more specifically Second Amendment rights, the right to keep and bear arms. So you don't have to lie about that. That's a constant. That is something that you don't have to make things up to sell that point. You don't have to make things up to drive that point home. That point is a very easy, consistent, clear point. You have the right to keep and bear arms. It's very clean and clear. You don't need to decipher it. You don't need to bring up statistics to support that. It simply is. Whereas when you want to break down a constitutional right and any kind of God-given right, you have to lie about it. Unfortunately, that's what the far left does. They have almost perfected the art of lying about the Second Amendment. They create opposing stats. You can go to 10 different websites that the far left wackos run and get 10 different sets of statistics that all try to support and promote the same anti-gun efforts, but they all have different numbers. Why? Because they're lies. They pull them and manipulate them in order to try to tell a story that we know is not true. So they have to lie about it. You can't get 10 people to tell the exact same lie 10 times perfectly. That's why the numbers are always different. If you get 10 Second Amendment advocates to talk about the Second Amendment, you're going to get pretty much the same 10 things that are said from those same 10 people, because they're speaking about facts. You know how they talk about lies, and they say that once you tell a lie so many times, you either believe it or you can't remember the lie because you've said so many lies. In this case, they lie so much, and everything they make up or everything they talk about is made up, so they don't have anything consistent to follow on. So it's a bastardization of the exact same lie over and over and over again, so they mess it up and they can't get it right. Again, if they were pulling from factual data, they would all have the same data and they would all be saying the same thing. Just the sheer fact that they can't come up with the same numbers to reflect what they're all talking about tells you that they're lying. I did notice that it looks like some of the people on the Republican side now are going to push for ballot harvesting. You know, I've said this oftentimes. I don't want to cheat. I don't want to get to a point where I'm doing the same thing they do. But if there's things they are doing that are better than what we are doing and they're not illegal, then why don't we do them? And that includes ballot harvesting. Look, if they're not going to throw people in jail for running around grabbing ballots from people and bringing them somewhere to be counted, I'll do it. I'll load them up in the back of my truck and I'd be happy to haul ballots for you. I'll go on election day and pick up gazillions of ballots if you want me to. I'll do it with my own money. Again, these people, if they're doing it, why aren't we trying to fight fire with fire? It's time that we do that. Again, I have a totally separate opinion about what happened in the election. We can talk about that on the member side, but I'm not going to talk about it here because my video will get taken down. On the member side, I'm not worried about it over there because YouTube kind of lets you say what you want to say on the member side without striking you down. Over here, on the other hand, with a public video, they're going to do something about taking that down. So another thing too, for those of you that are members, when YouTube set up this member, setup, this whole thing for members, they originally promised that we would make videos for strictly members and we could do live streams strictly for members. Right now you can finally, they just made this available, you can finally make a video just for members, but you still can't do a live stream. What I'm hopeful for is to get to a point where we do live streams strictly for members so that I can have that more close conversation with those of us that are like-minded people in the member section. Unfortunately, when you have a public live stream, you've got some yahoos that poke their head in and say stupid things. Look, I'm willing for somebody to say something stupid every now and then, but they're going to have to pay for it because I'm not going to let them do that for free on that side of it. And I say that jokingly, but they do come in here and try to get that attention, if you will. But hopefully YouTube will get that fixed and we can do live streams strictly for members very soon. Again, they just made it available to where you can do strictly videos for members, but not the live feeds for members right now. But anyway, real quick, if you guys want to give me your opinion on what you think about the brand new Biden-Kamala Harris ticket, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, guys. Talk to you later. You guys have a wonderful Tuesday.